Simply Hygge, Lifestyle for Beginners. An audiobook by Lina Lykke. What is Hygge? In the spirit of winter, it seems only appropriate to discuss Hygge. Chances are it is exactly what you're looking for to help you to survive these cold winter days. Hygge, pronounced as hygge, is a Danish mood word essentially meaning cozy and content. This is brought forth by simple pleasantries that can make you feel at peace with yourself and your life. During these cold months, chances are you already have and will continue to experience Hygge, be it with a warm blanket and hot drink, or by your favorite pair of fuzzy socks and a steaming bowl of soup. The feelings of goodness and happiness that come with being warm on a cold day are what Hygge is all about. You can see why this concept is one that is pretty easy to become obsessed with, and we are without question going to fuel that obsession with this book. This Danish lifestyle is considered a central component of their cultural identity. Born from a shift in the 19th century, it is unbelievably easy to understand why this comfort-ridden concept built around feeling good would stick. We all know that there is nothing better than curling up with some tea and a good book as the rain pours down outside while you stay safe and warm. Denmark is a cold country with horrific winters known to break the spirit of anyone. Thus Hygge was born from a need to feel comfortable, safe, and happy while nature did its thing outside. It's easy to see why cozy socks and fuzzy slippers would be trending in an area where a bitter winter made it nothing short of impossible to go outside and enjoy it with any semblance of your sanity intact. You might still have some questions, and we hope to give you your answers in future chapters, but for now we want you to really think about Hygge and what it means to you. Everyone is a little different, and what works for someone else might not be your exact version of Hygge. So take some time, think about what really brings you peace, and we will be back with more pointers soon to help you live your best Hygge lifestyle. Stay warm, stay cozy, and stay happy. What makes Hygge special in your life? Are you aware of the Danish concept known as Hygge? You may be aware of this concept without even realizing it. It is something that emphasizes appreciation for the little things. It is the moment you share with your family and friends or the coziness of a warm candle and throw blankets. Hygge is not something you can buy from a store, but it is something you can add to your everyday life. The main ingredient is a feeling or moment that is cozy, charming, or special. It is a mindset that keeps the residents of Denmark happy even on the coldest or darkest days. You may be wondering how you can get into a Hygge mindset. The best way to get into the mindset is to learn what makes Hygge so special. A personal feeling. Hygge is not a one-size-fits-all concept that is the same in every home. It is a personal feeling that you need to listen to when designing your space. You may feel happier with large pillows and thick blankets, while another person may feel happier with a minimal design. You are also going to display items that are special to you, such as a family photograph or inspirational poster. The key is to bring what makes you feel good into your home. The little things. Appreciating the little things is another attribute that makes Hygge so special. It is about feeling grateful for the present moment, from watching the sunrise to enjoying a cup of coffee. It is also about appreciating the choices you have made, such as your new home design. Doing things you love, such as baking, crafting, or hiking, also contributes to your Hygge mindset. Chance to unplug. You can unplug your electronics whenever you feel like it, but this does not mean you are actually going to do it. There is something about the Hygge mindset that encourages you to power down for a while. Put down your phone, close your laptop, and turn off the television set. Use this time to focus on things such as working in your garden or having lunch with friends. You may find you are much happier living in the moment rather than living through your screen. Connection with others. If you are family-oriented or a social butterfly, you are going to find connecting with others as another attribute that makes Hygge special. Hygge is about living in the moment, and what a better way to live in the moment than with your loved ones? Attend a birthday party for your relative or concert with your friends. The special moments outside your home are just as important as the cozy moments inside your home. What makes Hygge so special is the mindset it gives you. Whether you are cuddled under wool blankets with a hot chocolate or watching your home team score the winning goal, there is nothing like living in the moment to make you feel happy and at peace. Remember, Hygge is not an item you can buy from a store, but a mindset you can create in and out of the home. Hygge lifestyle and life attitude. Considering the fact that Danish people are largely believed to be the happiest people from any culture across the globe, it's pretty easy to feel confident in their lifestyle choices and the attitude by which they govern themselves. Hygge is a concept that is considered to be a cultural center point for the people of Denmark, and it largely perpetuates positive feelings and happiness with one's lifestyle. Hygge focuses on centralized feelings of comfort, security, and well-being brought on by action, which is why we've built this small guide to help you reach that elusive Hygge attitude. Hygge as an attitude is primarily built around being present, being aware of your comfort, and identifying the good things in your life. In order to achieve this, it is helpful to snuggle up in your favorite comfortable clothes, get tucked in under a warm blanket by the fire, and enjoy some delicious treats. The ideal Hygge method is to embrace the full treat-yourself spectrum in all of the warm and cozy ways that you can imagine. The importance of making an atmosphere where you're comfortable, be it by dimming the lights and sipping a cup of something warm or curling up with a warm treat in a movie, is built around making yourself relaxed and confident in your surroundings. The traditional Hygge food style involves meats and potatoes with cookies as a dessert option, but the important thing is to focus on what your comfort foods are. While they might not be quite so Danish, they can still help you to achieve the Hygge lifestyle in a way that is appropriate for you. You might think that Hygge sounds like something one does alone in the comfort of their own home, but in Denmark, it's actually a social ritual of sorts as well as something that you can enjoy alone. For maximum Hygge levels, grab a few of your closest friends to join in on feelings of trust and comfort. This allows you to recognize your social relationships as an emotional comfort in the same way a warm blanket is a physical comfort. Getting comfortable together might sound silly depending on where you're from, but it can actually help solidify the bonds that you and your friends share. Embracing Hygge while hanging out with friends and chatting is a good way to get to know one another in a more intimate capacity, and should always be embraced with people who you feel comfortable around. Moving to the Hygge lifestyle might not be an overnight process for you, but it begins with focusing on what brings you comfort and puts your heart at ease. Find what centers you and makes you feel comfortable, then take some time to surround yourself with it. This will give you the opportunity to find that grateful, peaceful attitude that Hygge living is known for, and you'll be glad that you did. Let us know how your experiences with Hygge living go. There's nothing that we love more than a comfortable and cozy success story about how happy trying this made you. Hygge on a budget. As you find yourself strolling through image after image of Hygge living on your preferred website of choice, you might find yourself yearning for the cozy atmospheres that this new trend can provide. While you drown yourself in images of wool blankets and fireplaces, you might begin to wonder if you can embrace the Hygge life or if it's something simply reserved for those well off enough to buy premium grade comfort. Well, we are happy to let you know that you can absolutely embrace Hygge on a budget because there's really no right way to Hygge. Hygge is more of an attitude and atmosphere than a series of steps and price tags. The idea is really just built around being warm, cozy, and content, even if it's only for a little while. While we can't argue that a $10,000 Dyer wolf quilt might feel better than a Target blanket, Hygge is not at all about the luxury. If you can feel cozy with a cheap cup of powdered cocoa, a $20 throw blanket, and some $2 fuzzy socks with tacos on them, then you are living the Hygge lifestyle. You might think that doing Hygge on a budget isn't as glamorous as the pictures, but we want to remind you that you're not getting down with the Hygge for the sake of pictures. It isn't about making your life look like a good post on Pinterest, but about taking the time to be comfortable in content so that you can better focus on the good things in your life. It is about appreciating the moment while being safe and warm so that you have the residual good vibes necessary to face the cold, harsh world the next day when you head out for work. There is no minimum dollar amount requirement when it comes to collecting your Hygge items. A good pair of leggings or sweatpants are a good pair no matter how much they cost. It's all about what you're comfortable and happy in. It can be done just as easily with a garage sale blanket and a book from the library as it can be with a custom blanket and autographed copy printed on gold leaf paper. Hygge is not about the look, it's about the feel. If you want our advice, heads up, we're going to give it to you anyway. Take the time to sit down and consider what makes you feel safe, warm, comfortable, and content. We're assuming that none of those feelings are brought on by debt trying to chase an atmospheric trend, so work with what you have, stick to your budget, and get on with your comfy self. Remember, do not forget about camping, picnics, and bonfires, which are great for enjoying the outdoors with loved ones. On the days you would prefer to stay indoors, open the windows and make a pitcher of fresh lemonade as you listen to your favorite music. Fall. The fall season means cooler temperatures, which is when you can revert back to the layers, cozy pajamas, and warm candles. A mug of hot cocoa or apple cider helps you to relax on a cooler day. You can go apple picking on days when you want to be outside, or you can carve a pumpkin to place in your window. Instead of feeling gloomy over the cooler weather and shorter days ahead, use this time to create a peaceful atmosphere inside your home. The key to embracing Hygge each season is to do something that helps you feel happy and content. Remember, you can also try the seasonal activities with family and friends, as togetherness is a big part of Hygge. When you add Hygge to your life, you can enjoy each day regardless of the season. Hygge and being healthy. Considering how many promoted pictures of Hygge include people lounging on a couch, you might be wondering what kind of health impact Hygge might actually have on your life. Sure, feeling comfortable is a great sensation, but that doesn't mean that it is necessarily a healthy thing to focus on, right? If anything, embracing this much comfort might have adverse effects by causing you to embrace gluttony, you know? These are common concerns for people who begin to wonder what role Hygge can actually play in their life, and it actually discourages a lot of people so that they focus less on Hygge as a whole. Fortunately, there is a little more to Hygge than spending time on the couch, and plenty of room for health benefits that can be promoted by Hygge. From a physical perspective, it is important to remember that Hygge isn't a specific set of actions, but rather a commitment to comfort and well-being. This means that Hygge can be embraced in several settings and with all kinds of activities. There is no rule to Hygge that says you can't work out. If anything, bundling up with some fleece leggings and a warm coat before going out for an evening stroll is just as Hygge approved as anything else, especially if it makes you feel good. Warming up your home and doing a warm and relaxing yoga practice is just as Hygge appropriate as lying on the couch with a blanket. It is all about what makes you feel good specifically, so find those things and embrace them. Add Hygge to your life with these hobbies. If you know anything about Hygge, you know it is not something you can find in a store. It is a concept that adds something special, charming, or cozy to your life. It is feelings of gratitude, contentment, and happiness. So how can you add Hygge to your life if you cannot find it on a store shelf? It is simple, you have to create it yourself. One way is to get involved with hobbies that make you feel good. When you do something you enjoy, you start living in the moment, and you learn to appreciate the little things. Before you know it, you have added Hygge to your lifestyle. The following guide contains several hobbies that are often a part of Hygge. Baking and cooking. Your life, or your kitchen, does not always have to be neat and tidy. Let a little sugar get on the counter as you bake. Slice some potatoes and sprinkle a little spring onion on them. Get your hands messy and create something amazing. Togetherness is a big part of Hygge, so get your family into the kitchen to help you cook. If you enjoy cooking alone, surprise your family with a tasty dish. When you are finished preparing your iced vanilla cookies or potato sandwiches, have a seat and enjoy your latest creation. Reading your favorite book. If you want to achieve Hygge in your life, you cannot let the colder, darker days stop you from feeling happy. There is nothing like curling up with a good book to bring the coziness into your home. A thick blanket, crackling fire, and hot cocoa only enhance the cozy atmosphere. Let your imagination take you to another world as you become lost in your book. You can also read your book at the same time as a friend to discuss later, or you can spend some time reading on the couch with your little one. Enjoying the outdoors. When the warmer, longer days approach, it is best to get outside and enjoy them. There is nothing like strolling along the countryside with your significant other or going fishing with your children. You may want to snap pictures of the birds and insects that are out for the season, or maybe you would rather sit under a shady tree with a book. You can enjoy these moments outdoors with your family, or you can use the alone time to reconnect with yourself and nature. Getting creative. There is something about getting lost in a project that allows you to enjoy the present moment. You can do something as simple as writing in a journal or snapping photographs, or maybe you would rather create something with your own two hands. Take the time to create clay bowls for your kitchen, or paint a picture to hang in your living room. If you are looking for a bigger project, build a coffee table or wine rack for your home. Create a Hygge interior with these design ideas. You know by now that Hygge is a feeling you create and not something found in stores. You may be wondering how you can decorate your home to fit the Hygge mindset. The truth is, you can use items you already have around the house. Hygge is a mixture of positive elements and a functional design. The design of each room should help you appreciate the little things, as well as add something cozy, charming, or special to your life. Use the following ideas to create the Hygge interior you have in mind. How to introduce Hygge to your children. One of the key ingredients to Hygge is togetherness, so why not introduce this Danish concept to your children? You are never too young to learn about the happiness and content feeling that comes with the Hygge mindset. The great thing about Hygge is you can add it to your children's life without even realizing it. When your children help you bake cookies, or you walk along the beach looking for seashells, or you cuddle under a blanket and read together, those are all great examples of Hygge. You are spending the moment with your children and teaching them to appreciate the little things in life. You are basically adding a cozy, charming, or special moment or feeling to your children's life, just as you do for yourself when you Hygge. If you are ready to spread that feeling of togetherness to your little ones, use the following tips to introduce Hygge to your children. Hygge and pets. Since the implementation of Hygge living should include all members of the household for the sake of maximum effectiveness, there is no reason to leave out your pets. You might have realized that you are living the Hygge high life, but a certain furry someone has been watching from the shadows as you enjoy your comforting new life without them. There is absolutely no reason to exclude your favorite furry friend from all of the joys Hygge can bring. In fact, if psychology has taught us anything about the impact of animals to a person's well-being, it is safe to say that you might be taking your Hygge time to the next level by letting your dog, cat, hamster, or other friend join in on the fun. You might be wondering how one embraces proper Hygge rituals with a pet, and while some methods are more obvious than others, there is no lack of ways to bring your fur child into the Hygge plan. Hygge dress code. You might be wondering how a concept built entirely around comfort, peace, and tranquility could possibly have a dress code, but it sort of does. Now, this dress code isn't strict and can vary from individual to individual, but we feel pretty confident that no one experiences true Hygge living while wearing their favorite clubbing dress or insanely tight skinny jeans. The Hygge dress code is really more a set of guiding principles than any actual requirements, but there are certain suggestions to live by. Since Hygge is all about experiencing that comfy, cozy feeling, that means your outfit of choice has to accommodate those same good feelings. We are all comfortable in different clothes, but some general rules of the Hygge dress code include soft materials that are relatively loose or stretchy, items designed to keep you warm and feeling snug, and no matter what it is, make sure you're completely comfortable in it. Some examples of Hygge dress code approved items are fleece-lined leggings, old sweatshirts, fuzzy socks, loose t-shirts, ponchos, and sweatpants. Each of these types of clothing are designed to keep you comfortable and at ease in the comfort of your own home so that you can be in the right mindset for the rest of your Hygge decisions. You want to wear comfortable clothes so you can truly focus on snuggling into your blankets and curling up with your favorite TV show without having to shift around or lie in an uncomfortable position to accommodate the painful impositions certain types of clothing can cause. Proper Hygge clothing should be warm, easy to move around in, and yielding in a way that our everyday clothes simply aren't. The ideal Hygge outfit should be composed of all of your favorite articles of clothing. Think about it like dressing up in your favorite pajamas, but better. This is the time to break out the ratty old t-shirts and sweatpants that have been stained since college so that you can be completely in your element and forget about what society would say if they saw you. The idea is to wear something that makes you feel safe and at peace so that you can open your mind to absorbing the sense of comfort and peace that is affiliated with the Hygge lifestyle. Rock your favorite comfy clothes, throw your hair up in a messy bun, and luxuriate in the ways of Hygge living. While there is no wrong way to dress for Hygge unless you exclusively own uncomfortable clothes, It's important to keep in mind that, as is true with most anything else, what you put into it is what you will get out of it. If you want to really embrace the comfort of Hygge living, you need to make sure that you're giving it your all. Your clothes don't need to match for proper Hygge living. They don't need to be certain brands. There is no correct amount of fleece or flannel. The true secret to following the Hygge dress code is simply to wear something that you're comfortable in.